let's talk about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. What a nostalgic kick in the butt. I loved it. I mean, definitely for me, it was a 4 out of 5. I think there was a bit of a. Can we pause this? I can. Let me turn the audio down. Overall music. I think, you know, it graphically it looked fantastic. It was great for the puzzle solving. Although, you know, actually, let's just start over. Graphically, I think it was fantastic. I mean, there's a little bit of pop in, but that's because of the way my 3080 was probably handling the game engine and all the, you know, particularly in Siam with all the vegetation. So it's probably a limitation in my system than what they were trying to push, because I did not have DLSS on. Didn't have a whole lot of bugs in that regard. Every now and then there was some things like they wouldn't grab hold of a ledge or stuff like that, but it eventually kind of kicked in. Like the game just kind of just woke up. It was frustrating, but you know, woke up. It was first. I did think it was very awkward when it was switching between third person and first person, then back again. It was very jarring. They should have just picked one and stuck with it, right? I would have preferred third person for this type of game, because you were doing parkour and platforming, as well as the combat. You know, I get with the hand-to-hand combat, it would have made it harder to do that than it would be. But I don't know. We've had other games that did just fine. But I mean, it is what it is. That was a design choice. They stuck with it. They did good. I think the voice acting was top-notch, top-tier voice acting. Microsoft knocked it out of the park with this. Machine Games, you know, knocked it out of the park. You know, they were they were speaking Thai, German. All the native languages were speaking their native languages, Italian, as opposed to just English with, you know, broken accents, which I'm so glad for. And we got all those all the subtitles. The puzzles, I mean, I didn't realize it was going to be all the puzzle games, but it makes sense because it's detective work. You know, the Vatican was the first big, large area. The puzzles were great. You got audio tones and kind of clues to let you know that you're moving in the right direction. Egypt was good. It was, that's when the puzzle started getting to be a bit samey, if you will. But you still had a chance you could run around all over the place and find everything, right? Everything appeared on the map. Everything was good. Didn't have, you know, graphically it was nice. Audio was nice. Didn't have a lot of glitches there. When I got to Siam, though, man, it was like Bug City. I don't know if it was because of all the vegetation, but it was just like you know, things weren't popping on the map. Things we get stuck on the map. It's like each area had at least one collectible that would just stick on the map, right? I spent 2.5 hours today hunting down the items that I couldn't find that weren't on any map, so to speak, unlike all the other stuff, because I had to go through each and every one to find them. Going through a video. Oh, we lost 2 guys. Omar de los Rios and Tony Todd. Damn, bro. So that was wildly frustrating. I mean, that sent my frustration through the roof, particularly with the puzzles in Siam. It's like they just kind of gave up. But literally, you had 7 puzzles that were the same damn thing, just more cogs, and you didn't know if I didn't read something you're supposed to take the cogs, I never would have taken them. So it was just one of those things of. There was nothing like, even if it was just a, hey, I better take these with me. Or even a note saying, hey, I better take these with me. Nothing. So that was a little frustrating. I mean, maybe they would have done that in the quote unquote, there's 2 modes for puzzles. There was a normal hard mode where they didn't tell you to do anything. Or the so-called story mode that would basically said, hey, dummy, do this. I don't know. Maybe they would have said something there. I don't know. I didn't play that version. I played the moderate difficulty. So Hand-to-hand combat was a lot of fun. It didn't feel very disorienting like some hand-to-hand combat games could. It got nutty, very funnily. You know, when you're fighting it, you're like 14 enemies. You're dodging and parrying, and which is funny, and you know, blocking and just throwing hands wildly. I mean, Indy's a beast. So, overall, I think I enjoyed all the puzzles until Siam. I did not like the puzzles there at all, just because of the way they just had it going. It was just literally the same thing. You had a table of this game. You had to face all the little pegs to one side. Then you had the large version of that. It's like pick one. Then you had the seven cogs, but literally 7 of them. It was nutty. I can understand maybe having to go collect all the cogs to do 1, but 7, and there were so many of those ancient relic things. And I know it's for that secret room, and you have to have all 50 to get them. I'm disappointed it would not let me get the last few notes. And the very last ancient relic right before the credits roll, before the final fight. I'll have to go back in the game and get them for the trophies. I hope these achievements. I hope these achievements aren't bugs. I was reading on Reddit that some of them are bugs. So, anywho, if you got Game Pass, absolutely got to play it. I think it's a lot of fun. Not a lot of replayability for things like this, but that's because they're puzzle games. And once you know the puzzle, how to solve it, they're gonna solve it. So, COVID supervisor. That's interesting. So that's Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'll turn the audio back up. What did I have it on? I think I had it on 80 or 90. I think I had it on 90 so I could hear it. Last checkpoint was 40 minutes ago? Bruh. Good lord, these credits are still going. It's like 7 minutes. This completes the main story in Indiana Jones. It doesn't mean the journey is over. All locations can be revisited. Adventure still called. That puts us right here. Okay.